Hi, I'm looking at integrated space weather analysis, composite of the sun in these 3 angstroms, and really nothing to find that I have found to observe of interest. Got active region coming around this spot yesterday. I zoomed in on as best I could. See it blows something away, moves something away. And I had that demonstration from 2012 with it yesterday. Anyway, so the sun's always interesting. Solar winds, sun's on the right, kilometers per second. And then we have these energy waves from the backside of the Earth at whatever point it's at in its orbit around the sun, but the sun's on the right always. So there's these objects in space, these planets, that are actually being seen by Universal News. I can't remember her name, but I used some of her footage too, copied it because it's so good. So about 600 there. Looks like a lot of energy around the Earth there. Day side, night side. This is 304 angstrom of the sun. It won't load. I've been trying to load it for, I don't know, 40 minutes. But I just wanted to get the color because the sun's going darker. So this used to be much brighter 10 years ago, 5 years ago. So if we're here in 5 years, I can look back at this and say, look how bright the sun was. So here's Hawaii, sulfur dioxide coming out of the ground, making these trails as it blows away. You can see the jet trails where the jets all fly from California pretty much. This one's bubbling more down here. It's getting a little bigger. Galapagos going strong. I don't know, maybe they put a plant down here. Maybe there's a plant down here and they build buildings for billionaires who are going to live down here when everything melts. I don't know, but it looks like it's bubbling. North of New Zealand's going for good. Various spots. I find this sort of interesting. There's no islands here. Everything's in line to Japan. Then we got Fukushima and all the other nuclear power plants all over. Same as the U.S. Same as the U.S. coastline. Nothing to harangue the Japanese people about. This one's extremely slow like everything else today. So this is methane, CH4. And I find it interesting that China, everybody's got a coal fireplace, but it's interesting that up in Sweden and Norway it looks like it has the same concentrations. So you would think it's bubbling out of the ground up there, or the permafrost, if this would ever work. See how dark it is up there in the Scandinavian countries. It's as dark as China. I don't see how it could get that dark. Anyway, this thing is really fun to watch. So the latest little turn of the screw, besides changing all the internet laws and they're going to slow down access and charge us more, here's the FAA weather cameras. This is today in Shefferville. And they've reduced, it used to be 1 hour. It used to be one picture for every 24 hours throughout the whole day. And I'll go back and show you. This is the one I did in May. That was just in May. Look, there was this many. Anyway, you could go through 24 of them. go through 24 of them and say, boy, this is looking a bit odd. There's the magenta almost. Anyway, another little turn of the screw for information to keep us dumb. Look at that. They've reduced. They keep reducing stuff. I don't care what you look at. Things are getting harder and harder to find or observe. Okay. More happy news to follow.